In this lecture, we are going to create an API endpoint for creating reviews. Remember that a review can be created only by an authenticated user and it will be given for a hotel. So when a review is created, the review document in MongoDB should store the ID of the user who has made that review and the ID of the hotel for which the review was made. So let's go to VS Code and let's go to controllers folder, and there let's create a new controller file. And I'm going to call this controller file as review controller, and it is going to be a JavaScript file. In this file, first of all, we are going to require the review model. So here I'll create a variable called review, and let's go ahead and let's require the review model. So from the current directory, we will go one directory up, we will go to models folder, and inside that we have review file, this review.js file, and this is exporting the review model. So that model will be assigned to this review variable. And then we are also going to get the catch async function because this is also what we need. So let's require it. So here from the current directory, we will move one directory up. There we will go to utilities folder, and inside that we have this catch async file from where we are exporting the catch async function. So that exported function will be assigned to this catch async variable. Okay, now let's go ahead and let's create a route handler function. So for that, here I'll say exports dot, and here let's create a function called create. So this function will be used for creating a review. Now first I'm going to use this catch async function, because if you remember, this catch async function will catch any error which happens inside the async function which we are going to pass to it. So to this catch async, we need to pass an async function. Here I'm going to use arrow function syntax, and if any error which occurs inside this async function, if any exception which occurs inside this async function, that will be handled by this catch async function. So this we already know from our previous lectures. Now this function which we are passing here, it is a route handler function. It is a middleware function. So it is going to receive the request object, a response object, and the next function. Now what do we want to do when this function is called? We want to create a new review document. So for that, all we have to do is on the review model, we are going to call the create function. And to this, we need to pass the data with which we want to create the review document. So let's say all the data like the review rating, the review comment, user ID, and the hotel ID we are going to receive in the request body. So here I'm going to pass request body, but we are going to change it in a bit. Okay. And this is going to run asynchronously. So let's use await keyword here. And we know that once the document is created in the MongoDB collection, it is going to return us that newly created document. So let's go ahead and let's store that newly created review document in a variable, and I'll call it as new review. Okay, and then we are going to send a response. So for that, we can say response dot status. Here we will set the status to 201, which stands for created. And then we want to send a JSON data. And in that JSON data, first of all, I want to set the status to success. And let's send the data. So this data is going to be an object. Inside that, I'm going to have a review property. And to this review, I'm going to assign this new review. Now here you need to remember that when we are going to create a review, in the request body, we will have the review rating and the review comment. But the user who has made that review and the hotel for which we are making that review, that should not come in the request body. Basically, the logged in user will make a review, right? So we can get the details of the user who is making that review from the request itself, because this route handler function, it will be executed, it will be called only by an authenticated user. And when a user is an authenticated user, using the isAuthenticated middleware, what we are doing is on the request object, we are adding the details of the logged in user. Then the hotel ID should come from the request parameter, because when a user is going to make a review for a hotel, he is not going to specify for which hotel he is making the review. So it is possible that in the request body, we will not have the hotel ID for which that review is made. So we need to read it from the URL parameter. Okay. So here what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable and I'll call it as review data. This is going to store an object. In that object, I'll set the rating property. Let me just quickly verify if the property name is rating or ratings. So it is ratings. So here I'll specify the ratings property and we are going to read this ratings from request.body.ratings. Okay, then I'm also going to specify the comment property. Again, let me verify if it is comment or comments. So it is comment, and this also we are going to read from request body. Okay, but now the user, basically the user ID, we can read it from request.user._id. So if the user is an authenticated user, then on this request object, we will have a user property which will store the details of the currently logged in user. So I want to read the ID of that logged in user. And then the hotel, we are going to read it from request parameter. So here I can say request.params.hotelId. Okay, so when a user is going to make a request from the client, we will only receive the ratings and the comment. But this ID and the hotel ID, we might not have it in the request body. So we are reading the user ID who is making that review from this request.user object, and we are reading the hotel ID from the request params. I hope this point is clear. And finally, let's pass this review data as the data with which we want to create the review document. Let's save the changes here. So this create route handler function is created. Now let's go ahead and let's create a review router. So in the routers folder, I'm going to create a new file and I'm going to call it as review router. And it is going to be a JavaScript file. Now here to save some time, let me open this roomsrouter.js, and from here I will copy all these require statements and I'll paste it here. Then let me also copy this export statement and let's paste it here. Here it should be review router, and here we want to export the review router. Okay, now here I don't need the room controller. Instead, I need review controller. Okay, and to get the review controller, let's specify the file path of that. So it is review controller. Okay, and finally, let me also copy this route here and let's paste it here. So here what we are telling is if a request come to the reviews resource, if a post request come to the reviews resource, then first check if the user who is making that request, if he is an authenticated user or not. If he is an authenticated user, then a review can be made only by a normal user. An admin user or super admin user should not make a review about a hotel. So here we are also going to check if the user who is making the review, if he's a normal user or not. So only a normal user is authorized to create a review. And after that, we are calling the create function of review router. I mean review controller. So let's use this review controller. Okay. Now here this, okay, here also we need to use review router. Everything looks fine now. Let's save the changes. Now what we are going to do is we are going to nest this review router for a hotel router because a review will always be made for a hotel. So in the URL, we want the hotel ID for which the review is made. So that's why we are going to nest this review router to hotel router. So let me close this roomsrouter.js file and let's open hotelsrouter.js file. Okay, and just like how we have nested this rooms router here, in the same way, we are also going to nest the reviews router. So if any request which comes to /API /v1 /hotels /hotelId /review or reviews, then I want to call review router. So let's go ahead and let's import review router. So here we need to go one folder up. We need to go to routers folder, and inside that we have review router. Okay, and now we are going to pass this review router here. So any request which will come to /hotel /hotelId /reviews, that will be handled by this review router. Let's call it as review router. Let's save the changes. And now let's go ahead and let's test this. So let's go to Postman. Let me open a new tab. So here we need to make a request to root URL. For that we are going to use this URL environment variable /API /v1 we need to make a request to hotels resource, and then we need to specify the ID for the hotel for which we want to make the review. So for that what I'll do is, let's say I want to make a review for this hotel, the hotel with this ID. Let me refresh this collection first, and then let me copy this ID. So I want to make a review for this hotel. Let's go back to Postman. Let's paste it here, and then we need to specify the resource name, which is reviews. Okay, that's what we have specified. It is reviews. And here we want to make a post request. So when we are making a post request, this request can only be made by an authenticated user. So let's go to authorization tab, and there let's add the bearer token. So the JWT is added, and let's go to body, and here let's add the rating for the review. So rating, actually it is ratings. Let's say ratings is 4.5, and then let's also add comment, and let's give some comment here. Let's say awesome hotel with nice ambience and great service, something like this. And let's try to make this post request. If I send this request, okay, something has gone wrong. Let's go to the terminal, and here we have an exception, and here it says the second argument to model constructor must be Pojo or string. Make sure you're calling mongoose.model. And what are we calling in the review.js? Okay, it should be lowercase m. Let's save the changes. Let's go to the terminal. DB connection is successful. Let me try to make this request again. And now it says 403 forbidden. So it says you do not have permission to perform this action because the currently logged in user is this user, johnsmith@gmail.com. And this user is an admin user, but only a normal user should be able to create a review, right? So if I go to our collection, the users collection, here you will see that this user, the user with this email, johnsmith@gmail.com, he's an admin user. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in this user, maryjane@gmail.com, and she's a normal user. As you can see, the role is user. So let's go to Postman, and here let me go and let me log Mary Jane. Let's send this request. So this user is logged in. Now let's go to this request where we want to create a review, and let's send this request, a post request. And now the review is created. So you can see we have the rating as 4.5. We have the comment, awesome hotel with nice ambience and great service. Then we have the user ID. So this user ID is the user ID for Mary Jane. So it ends with 6533. If I go to Compass, there also you will see it ends with 6533. So this is the same user who has made that review. So here Mary Jane has made the review. And for which hotel that review is made? This is the hotel ID which ends with F8236. So if I go back to Compass and if I go to hotels collection, there for this first hotel, it ends with F8236. So for this hotel, a review is made by Mary Jane. Then we also have other details like the ID of the rating document and when that review is created and when that review was last updated. So currently both of these times are same, but whenever a user will update a review, at that time this updated at field will be changed automatically and it will store the date and time of the last update. Okay, let's also go back to Compass and let's refresh the collection. So here I'll right click and I'll just say refresh database, and now we should also have reviews collection, and in there we should have one review. So in this way we have created an endpoint using which we can create a review for a given hotel. Let's add one more review, but this time from a different user. So let's go back to the users collection, and if I scroll down, this user Steve Smith is also a normal user. So I'll copy the email of this user. Let's go back to Postman and let's go to the login request, and there I will log in this user, Steve Smith. Let's send the request. So now Steve Smith is the logged in user. From this user, let's go ahead and let's create a new review for the same hotel. Okay, so here I'll give the rating as, let's say, 3.2, and I'll just give some comment saying room was not good, service was late, something like that. Okay, and let's make this review. So let me send this request. So now this review is also made, but this time this review is made by a different user. Okay, let's go back to reviews collection, and there the second review document should be created. All right, so this is all I wanted to cover in this lecture. If you have any questions from this lecture, then feel free to ask it. Thank you for listening and have a great day.